God, I hate the fuck me eyes that it gives me. I really fucking hate the fuck me eyes the ball gives me. Like, can you imagine if you walked into town square and you saw a version of yourself, but spherical, completely curled up in a ball, his legs behind his head, in his ears, and he just like was like, hey there, you come around here often? Would you not freak out and like maim the nearest bubble person next to you? Welcome back to the Six Virgin Show. Well, today we're gonna no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that a second time at the very least. Today we're gonna get all the socks in the game. We're gonna start with Bikini Bottom. But I got a little list here that has all the socks in the game that I haven't already gotten, and hopefully through doing that we will also get enough shiny objects to get all of Mr. Krabs thing. If not, then I'll have to go grind off screen, because socks, getting new socks, I'm cool with showing that. I think it would be a waste of everyone's time if I showed you me going to the same little spot in the museum over and over and grinding for shiny objects. I think that'd be a waste of everyone's time. So instead I'm just gonna do that off screen. But we're gonna start in Jellyfish Fields, and we're gonna work our way across and get all the socks in the game, and the episode is going to be like just as long as it takes to do that. This could be, you know, a pretty short episode, probably going to be pretty long. Okay, so for Jellyfish Fields, we're actually going to start in the opposite end of Jellyfish Fields. We're going to go to Slide Leap, because we missed. I commented on it at the time, but I know we missed a fucking sock in the first area of the game, in the slide area of this. So we're gonna have to get that. I have a little notepad here. I like took some time to take notes yesterday. Sorry, I'm jimmer jammering all over the place. I'm trying to read and play video games at the same time, which you can't do both, kids. Your video games and reading do not go hand in hand. They shouldn't, at the very least. Boom, sock. I think that was the only one on the slide. I'll have to read and double check. I made it sound like I was reading just now, but I wasn't reading. Let's see here. No, fuck off. Okay. That's the only one on the slide, I believe. We're gonna go back to the slide. The top of the slide, we're gonna go back down. This is gonna be a long one, so buckle up, get a Reuben sandwich. You know what people who like the Reuben say? They say like, hey, give me the Reuben. You know what I'm saying?
Like a new sponge.
People who like Reubens are like, hey, I would like one Reuben sandwich, please. Stop disconnecting, dumb controller. You're dumb, you're made of dumb. Alright, so here we're gonna need, you know, did you follow that? Did you follow all that? Good, I'm glad you followed all that. I'm gonna try to keep the commentary lively in this one, but I might be real, I might get a little stale, because like I'm trying to read and do notes and stuff, because this is how I used it. Taking notes on this actually filled me with a little bit of mirth. Like I said, near the halfway point of this series, I guess it was just last session, I would like to rebrand this channel, not just in name. I made it sound like it was just like name and that was the only thing. I also would like kind of go for a different feel, because like the biggest thing about Let's Playing that I missed, the one that I used to do back in the day, is I didn't used to just do Let's Plays. I used to do full-on walkthroughs where I'd study the game and figure out the best way to present it and like take notes. I would practice it beforehand. Like if you look at my old channel, Yum Yum, you can see that. Not the newest series that's on there, because over the past couple of months I've done a lot of experimenting, trying to figure out what I want to do. Tried making, you know, long form videos, and I want to do that at some point. I just don't. It takes a lot of concentration and focus, and I'm one of those people where if I'm not just constantly doing something, then I just won't have the energy to do anything. That's why I felt super productive during this time around Advent, where I'm trying to fucking do something every day at the church, at my job, and also upload this every day. Okay, so we got the cruise bubble in the third area. We gone down the last slide. We got the cliff. Now we need We need to go back to the caves. The caves! I think. In fact, we probably don't even need to switch. I think we could just... oh god, my brain. It's dumb. There you go, Spelunky. It's gonna be chill. This is gonna be lax. This is gonna be... have yourself a drink. I wish I had a can of soda that I could crack open, but instead I just have mildly sweet tea. Oh, you... look at these walking Cocoa Puffs. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I wanted to do with Let's Playing, and this is the most fun I've had so far, and also the most response I've gotten so far. I tried uploading something on my old channel, Yum Yum, and I got some success, but what was wrong with it, I think, is that I was doing it in Six Virgins style, when Yum Yum was never like Six Virgins was. Six Virgins has always been, get a bunch of people together, we tell Goose, we're constantly trying to one-up each other. It's more for us to have fun, and you know, make each other goof and laugh, and but as much as I like that, I do completely love doing it in this style. I also like doing the walkthrough style where I study and do my homework and research it and really try to give a game that I love my all. You know, like on my old Yum Yum channel, I did Majora's Mask, and I still feel like that's one of the best video series that I've made. Like, it was so high effort, even though I'm clearly lacking in the skills to really pull it off. You can see it pretty evidently in that series. You know, I don't have the skills that I have now, you know, because you know, I went to college. I'd better have some form of fucking skill. Here's the other song. Oh goody, another one. Spelunking. Yeah, we'll go back. Okay, let's start marking these. Got the cruise bubble. We got going down the last slide. We got the cliff. We got the double watermelon. Alright, everything else is in the first area, so let's turn right around. Can I just go here as SpongeBob and you not change me back to Patrick? Alright, cool. I mean, go there as Patrick and you not change back to SpongeBob. Thanks. Radical. So, I want to not only rebrand Six Virgins, in that I want to give it a new name and, like, put everything that we currently have as legacy content. You know, and I wouldn't delete everything. I just want everyone to be clear on that. I would not ever delete our stuff unless YouTube itself deletes it. Like, we did have one video that went down since I've been gone, because YouTube was like, hey, that's not very that's not very corporate loving of you. That's not very pleasing to our fucking advertisers. And they took it down. It was, Skylar Hates Canadians, the extra virgin moment, which, if you know the full context of that moment, it's Skylar fucking saying, you know, he started off the discussion by saying, like, obviously we're, you know, not actually racist or homophobic or anything like that. This is all just edgy humor. The joke is that it's shocking, which, does that inherently make it a joke? I don't know, that's up for debate, but that's what we were going for at the time. And that's not really arguable. And then, the YouTube took it down because he then proceeded to say, the only race I do hate is Canadians. They should all be turned into a parking lot to make way for the real America. Which is fucking... Even saying it just now makes me giggle. Just, what does the real America mean? That's, YouTube was like, Skylar hates Canadian? That's a hate speech. I wish I had the guts to do this. The response I wanted to have, and like the plea that you're supposed to take, the dummy plea that never works. I really wanted to say, how can you hate what is not human? I didn't say that. Ultimately, I tried my best to be like, hey, you're dumb. This is clearly a joke. It's preceded surrounded by jokes. If you look at the full context of it, clearly a joke. Hey, I got the Star Smasher achievement. Cool. Most of the achievements in this game you just kind of get. Okay, one left, and it's for SpongeBob. I know how we can do it. Can we just do this? No, I'm gonna have to leave and come back. Oh, and then Patrick was never seen again because he got taken away by a phantom taxi. Okay, go back. Now we gotta do some bowling. That's right. There's some bowling. After that, we got everything in downtown Bikini Bottom. Oh, fuck off, man! I'm trying to chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. Leave me alone. Let's see. After bowling, we got Goo Lagoon, and Goo Lagoon has some stuff. Sorry, like I said, this is chill. We're all gonna be chill because this is just, you know, trying to read and play video games at the same time, having some chill conversation. And that should be all the socks and jellyfish fields, right? Okay. Honestly, with the exception of like these two that you can't get on the first time through the jellyfish fields, you can have like over half the socks in the game by the time you get to the Merma layer. Like, they're all super front loaded in this game. Alright, Goo Lagoon. On top of tents near the end of the pier, behind you under cliffs, and beginning of a cave, ice the cave water. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do King of the Castle, we're gonna go ice the cave water. Wait, no. We're gonna do bumper boats, and then go back and ice the cave water. There we go. That's thinking with your noodle. So I would like to be at a point where I can do a series that's a little, like, not serious. Of course, I'm never fucking serious. Every single thing I do has a veil of sarcasm surrounding it. Even that sentence, it's very meta. It won't be serious, but I would like to do one where it's a little, I guess the right word is a little more high effort. I would like to do something a little more high effort, you know, put my heart and soul to a game, try to find a way to present it really well. I mean, if that's something you guys would be interested in, I mean, I understand that there's some people that would be like, if you're not goofing, I'm not wooching, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I doubt anyone would say that because it was nonsense, but that's the general idea. And I totally get it. That's, you know, what someone's feeling. And if you wouldn't watch content where I'm like fucking high efforting it and, you know, trying to be a little bit serious and trying to present it in a sophisticated way, quote unquote, you know, let me know that I won't pursue that, because I do like making content like this. I just would like to go back to doing it. The reason I stopped doing that, I was originally gonna have this channel be like that. The reason I stopped is because freshman year I was rooming with Eric and I was like, alright, I'm gonna record StarCraft, which is one of my favorite games. I love StarCraft. Oh, it's StarCraft 2. And also the original, but I was playing StarCraft 2. And I was like trying my best to like get into character as someone who would like actually be in the situation, while also trying to find time to make... What is happening? Why do I fall off at the speed of sound? You know, trying to be in character while also making goose, but obviously, you know, I'm trying to take it a little bit seriously and explain what all the different units do so no one's getting lost. Make sure it's super clear what I'm doing, what viable strategies are for this level, and like, I'm doing this, and I record the first episode, and Eric just, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of, what are you doing? Is this a tutorial? Like, this isn't fun to watch. And I was like, you're right, I'm a fraud! and so I stopped trying to... Shut up. And so I stopped trying to do it. And now I'd like to take another whack at it. Because there is an audience for that. Because the way Eric always described it is like, Brennan wants to be Chuck Conroy. Which I do! I like that style. You know, that was in vogue for a while, the Chuck Conroy style, where you fucking do your homework and everything I just described. And that used to be in vogue. That used to be the thing that everyone tried to do. No one does it anymore. Game Grumps came along and was like, no, everyone do group Let's Plays now where we're all doing goofs and laughing. And then Markiplier was like, oh, no, actually, can we all play Purple Guy game? Is that the point of 87? Markiplier came along and was like, no, it's, I guess it was more PewDiePie, but Markiplier I feel like is where, because everyone was like, PewDiePie, he's just PewDiePie, and of course he had his own onset of you know, copycats. But I think Markiplier is where it was solidified, like, no, this is a legitimate style now. If you're not just a copycat if you do it, like, you could do this and pretty much always have success. Not always, of course it's not always. It just feels like that because I'm looking at people I feel like are way worse than me and they're succeeding. I'm like, ah! It hurts! But regardless, I love that style, and I would like to do some kind of hybridization of that and the group stuff. A channel that I really think, I will never stop shilling this channel, by the way. This channel about to shill. See, Murmalair is the next one. We get everything Goom. Okay, we need to go to the ballroom. Yeah, the ballroom. Yep. The D-pad is my favorite Let's Play channel right now, and they have a great hybridization of it. It's a beautiful channel. It's a bunch of beautiful channel. It's a Let's Play channel that I, you know, back when I was on the Let's Play subreddit, back when I was in high school, you know, that was my strategy for trying to get new people, which apparently it works because, oh god, because so was the D-pad, and that's how I met them. Like, I was trying to be supportive of people in the community, and I was like, oh, did I just stumble upon my favorite fucking channel ever? I totally did. And, you know, a channel that's small enough that I can be in their Discord and not feel like I'm one of a billion voices, and a channel that feels intimate and feels like there's a relationship between me and the creators. Wow! It's almost like YouTube was made for this, and they keep trying to scum it up! Sorry. My anger broke for a second there. But the D-pad, it's a really good channel, and their hybridization is brilliant. So at the beginning of, they have these things called series play. That's what they call them, series plays. I think so. They don't really call them that. I think that's the general name, but, you know, they'll play all the Zelda games, and you know, not in one sitting, but, like, they'll play the whole series. They'll start with Zelda 1, and they'll play Zelda 2, and they'll do the whole thing, and then, before the start of each series, you know, each individual game, they will have, like, a little intro, like a 5-minute Let's Play intro, where they talk about how the game, you know, how the game they're about to play got there from the game that they just played, you know, what the company went through to get to that point, and how this game differs from other ones in the series, and, you know, stuff like that. It's a really good way to hybridize the two, where you can do your homework on the game and research it and have a grand old time doing, you know, that kind of essay thing, but also you can have, you know, a bunch of, because it's also, in addition to that, has a bunch of people playing. It's like a whole group of, you know, 20 to 30 somethings playing it together. They've been friends for years. You can really feel the camaraderie amongst them, and that's kind of what we had going on with Six Versions. We weren't friends for years. We had just met each other the year before, but it felt like we were friends for years because you're all fucking awesome people. Shut up. Let's see here. We're gonna start with slide 3, which I believe slide 3 was. That was Larry, right? Larry was slide 3. Yeah. Okay, so Sand Mountain's the most vague one I have. It's the one I'm most afraid of. Because I didn't know which ones I had missed and which ones I had gotten. The rest of them I can remember pretty clearly. But fucking this... fucking the slides are so nonsensical that there was no way I could know which one I had done and which one I hadn't done. So I know that there's 3 possible socks on slide 1. But I'm not gonna do that until I know I've gotten all the ones on this slide and the one after. Where did my brain go? Oh. But the D-pad is a really good hybridization of the two styles. I would like to try something like that maybe, but not rip them off. Like, take that and advance that idea a little bit. Oh no, here I go into the Shadow Realm. There I go. I'm dead. No, actually, she just daintily landed on the ground. It was actually quite fine. Feeling refreshed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, game. What was that? I'm just gonna do this every time to punish Sandy and make her explode. I would like to explore doing something like that where I take care of like the essayist research part of it that I would like to do and come up with ways to present the game in fun ways, but also we get a bunch of people on and record it and have a grand time. I think that might be something I want to explore. I don't know, this is gonna be a work in progress as we start to plan things out, but I hope you're here for it, is what I'm saying. I hope you're here for the journey we're going through here for the 6 Virgins revival. Because I think this has gotten enough viewership that I didn't even know. I didn't even know by stepping on that button. You kill those guys. They die. The snowball collapses on them, and they heckin' die. It's, pretty morbid. But also hilarious. Speaking of, punishing Sandy for falling and dying. Sock opera! I got 70 something socks, I don't know. 74 I guess. Let's see here, got the one on slide 3. I know there's another one on slide 3. And I think I remember where it's at. But I'm not for certain. I might need to take a stop here in a minute and go look for another guide. I know I got the sock that was in the cave because it's like plum dung in the middle of the road. I know I must have gotten it, but there might be actually no. I know that I got the sock here. I think the other possible sock on slide 3. I don't know. I don't know, man. I might need to go look back at the guide I was looking at, see if I can find a better way to do it. Because I just couldn't remember what socks I'd gotten and what socks I hadn't, because this level just looks the same. It's just a bunch of sand. It's like a desert, but sand. I mean, it's kind of cool how it's a snow level, but with sand. It's a neat idea, but I just hate this level. Not because the concept is bad, like the idea of like a, oh, hang on, maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. Hold on. Everyone just hold your horses. Socks around here somewhere. I could smell it. I can smell its dirty sock flavor. Everyone just hold your ding-dang horses while I try to find this sock here. Oh no, there I go. Gotta find this ding-dang sock. Where's it at? I can feel you. I can feel your skin, Mr. Sock. I feel like there was a sock on one of these like lower pass, on like one of these underpasses. So if I'm not seeing it, I must have already gotten it. Oh boy. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna have to go look back at the video. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go look back at the guide video because I'm not sure entirely. Nope, up here. Beating this bus time. Hang on, I'll be right back. Let's go! Nippers! That's such a good video. I looked at it. I think I have a notion of where the 2 socks I'm missing are. I don't think it was the one on Mountain 3. I think it was 100% Mountain 2 here. Sorry, sometimes I just have to make noise. Dude, that video really wanted me to like it. You got no idea. It was like, every fucking sock was like, hey, be sure to like and subscribe, like, taking up a good, like, 1/6 of the screen. Being sure to tell me to like and subscribe. Does that work? Okay, I know I'm not the person to be looking at for examples of how to get YouTube success. I'm aware of that. But does that fucking... is that worth selling your dignity? Oh god, I don't know where the other sock is. Oh god, I don't know where the other sock is. Hold on. Did I get all of them? I'm still missing one. And I don't know where it is. Oh god, hang on. It wasn't here. So it must be on Mountain 3. It must be. It must be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I must have. No, you know what? I missed it on in the cave. I was just like looking at the one in the cave because there's one in the cave like after you roll the ball and it smushes those two guys, which I just realized I'm gonna have to smush that perfectly happy couple. Oh, I have to ruin young love. How horrible. I didn't get it because I skipped that entire cave to save some time. I remember. I just jumped down. I skipped it. I remember now. Sweet. So I know where it's at. I know where the last sock is. We have won. We have won. But does that work? Is it worth selling your dignity every 5 seconds tell someone to like and subscribe? I can understand maybe once. I can understand how that helps because honestly, I do sometimes just forget that liking is a thing. Like if you're just watching a video, you're just like, you're chilling out. Oh, they're dead. Super dead. Smushed. Twitter-pated. Like sometimes you just watch it, you're like, I'm enjoying this video. Well, I don't believe there's any action I could take to express that enjoyment, so I will just continue on with my day. You know, think about it. I think something that's wrong with it is liked videos automatically go into a playlist of liked videos. So you can't just like something privately and like someone says like, subscribe, but if you choose to like, you're forever putting it in a playlist that you like. Every time you look at that playlist, you're going to look at it. It becomes really hard to like look at your shitpost memes, your shitpost status memes, when you know half of them are just these videos from people like, don't forget to smash that like button. you know how it goes. Okay, Sand Mountain done. Okay, so there's only one here that I think is going to be a little tricky, but I hope we'll be able to get it. Because I know where the other two are. We're missing 3, I know one's going to be tricky, and I know where the other 2 are. The other 2 are in the museum, because we just didn't get them. Remember how we didn't get them? We didn't get them. Because I had to come there with Sandy. I was supposed to get the mission from Barnacle Boy, leave, come back with Sandy, so that I could get those socks. That's how it's supposed to be done. But for some reason they try to trick you into not doing that. Duplicatron. That's his name. Duplicatron. I believe this is it over here. This is the drop off. If I remember correctly. I didn't look at the video for this one, so here's hoping. I already got it. I already got it. I was gonna stop and look at the video, but then I realized there's a strong possibility that all 3 are in the museum. So I'm just gonna go through the museum as Sandy and hope for the best. Don't you? He did. What a fucking look at this long mouth Larry over here. I can't believe that we never saw Larry the Lobster go observe. We never saw it. We never saw it happen. I was 100% certain that this game, before the end of it, was going to tell me to, quote unquote, observe. It just never did. They just never did. I might break this up into 2 episodes. Or Chad might. I don't know who has season anymore. Chad's dead. It's still a mystery. Fucking, let me look at one of these conversation topics I have, because I'm not gonna get another chance. Just shut up! Because after this episode, it's gonna be all fucking loops and larrygants, you know what I'm saying? Don't you shoot me. Don't you shoot me. It's all gonna be... Well, I don't want to give away too much. Let me look at my notes. Would you, sir, would you kindly, also, would you knock it off, please? Oh, here's something that'll be fun. It's almost New Year's. In fact, I think when this goes up, is this gonna be New Year's Day? No, yesterday was New Year's Day. So today is the 2nd, I believe, and my math is correct. My math could also be wrong. No, wait, no. Today is New Year's Day. Yesterday was New Year's Eve. Right? I don't fucking know. Happy Sploobeers. Sploobers. Fucking, what was I even saying? I thought it'd be fun to, like, look at the year, because, like, fucking, a lot of people had a lot of rough time with this year, and I'm not trying to diminish that. Like, if you've looked at 21 and be like, yeah, this has been a dump star from oh god, the slaves, the old person slaves. Gertrude, I'm gonna get you out of there. Show me your insides. Wait, hold on. Remember this fucking avant-garde-ass museum where that's one of the tamer pieces? The Dunces and Dragon piece is tame. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 2020. So like, if this is a rough year for you, I'm not trying to like, be like, well just get over it, faggot. Like trust me, that's not what I'm trying to do. Because this was a shitty year for a lot of people. A lot of hurt, a lot of loss. A lot of loss of career, a lot of loss of life. A lot of loss of fucking patience with the government. And police and shit, I don't know, I'm not smart enough to comment on any of that. But just a lot of shit going on, you know? You know how it is, B. What was I saying? Before I got lost in that thought spiral of saying fucking nothing repeatedly. Oh god, Sandy's looking at herself! Oh, look at that nerd. That Noiby. Come on. There we go. Beep, boop, beep. But, for me personally, this was, not a bad year. If I'm being perfectly honest. It wasn't that bad for little Brennan. Cause, like, I had my shitty year last year. That was the year my mom died. That was the year, I spent 8 months unemployed because I had just graduated college. That was the year I, you know, had Christmas by myself because my dad went away and did something else with my brother in another state, so I was by myself for Christmas. That, you know, that was last year. Last year was my super shitty year. And we will continue this conversation after I take a little look-see at this video here. Oh, there it is. You know, when I saw that one in the video, I was like, that's so generic, I must have gotten it. It's way more likely that I missed the one that was difficult to get. But no, you forget. It's Brennan. Sweet, we got it. We got it. I know I said I wasn't gonna make any cuts, but like, come on, that one, I felt like that one was worthy of a cut, because I was just farting around for, literally farting. I had like a lot of farts. If you don't know, the answer to the question, do you fart? Is, I don't know, sometimes. What a sentence. So year in review, it actually, you know, in 2019 was my super shitty year. This one, there was not a single goddamn thing short of like dinosaurs that 2020 could have thrown at me that I wasn't, you know, ready for. 2019 blew some hard fucking dicks. But, no, it actually wasn't that bad for me. Like, yeah, I spent 8 months employed, not 8 months, 4 months employed to, the company equivalent of, Mr. Banker from the Lorax. But, like, you know, that kind of sucked, but it did springboard me into a job that I really love. And so that was good, and, you know, got lots of new family members. My dad got married, so it's honestly, Christmas this year is really fucking interesting, because, like, my stepmother, brought in, you know, her traditions, and they got married in October, so, you know, there wasn't a lot of time to, like, plan out how Christmas was gonna go. It was just like, get back, and then, alright, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, here we fucking go, bing, bang, bop, bop, dead, you kill yourself, Sandy. Oh, what was I saying? Sorry, I got real thrown off by how the game's pure and utter bullshit. It was really interesting to see how, like, the two things came together. Like, something that's really big around Christmas, apparently with other families, that I had no idea about, was, like, sweets. Because, like, in my family, you know, yeah, of course, you know, there'd be, like, divinity and other, like, little sweet things, but it's not, like, a big deal. And, like, we don't, like, fill stockings with shit. Like, stockings are more of a decorative thing. We don't put a bunch of candy and shit in stockings, and I think that's, the last sock, which means I gotta get some shiny objects in order to pay off my crab debts. What's the best place to grind for shiny objects? I guess it'd be the museum, because it's got those 3 sleepy timer guys, right? Right, I'm gonna grind for a little bit and still talk for a couple minutes here, because I'm having a good convo, and I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time to talk about it next episode. This next episode is gonna be wild. Sick, dude. What was I saying? Yeah, but, like, sweets, candies, like, homemade candies were a big deal. Like, she was like, no, we all have to have stockings. We're gonna get everyone a stocking. One of the things is we put stuff in stockings. You got, like, something small, like a cheeky little face mask to imply to your father that, hey, maybe you should wear a fucking face mask, you imbecile. Sorry, did that come out of me? It did. Yeah, that threw my train of thought off. You know, that gag only works if I just keep going without interruption. And so I never pull that gag off, because it always... the effort of trying to do a goof causes my brain to malfunction and reload. How many do I need? He gives up a 5,000 every time, right? So right now is it... Oh, god damn, I'm gonna need a whole shit ton. Oh boy, here we go. Grinding and platformer. Yeehaw indeed. Yeehaw. Shit, my brain is dumb and makes dumb things, what was I saying? Oh, right. So, like, we had, like, you know, sweets, and she, like, made chocolate covered pretzels. I'm like, oh, who are the chocolate covered pretzels for? Like, just Christmas. For Christmas, you know, take some chocolate covered pretzels is a thing we do. I'm like, sweet, we make chocolate covered pretzels. Also, you know what's fucking delicious? A chocolate covered pretzel. Like, it's such a simple little treat, but it's so good. It's such a good little treat. Because it's just, like, salt and chocolate go together like peanut butter and chocolate. Like, salt goes 100% like a fine wine with chocolate. It's super good, and I love it to death. I love chocolate covered pretzels. They're so simple and delicious. But yeah, that was a big thing, like, just combining our traditions. Like, well, we don't really, because we're always about, like, the food. Like, sweets are part of it, yeah. People will make a cake, we'll make some Christmas-y stuff, but we don't, like, make a fruit cake. We don't make chocolate covered pretzels. The extent of it is my dad makes divinity every year. Because, why did it automatically change me to SpongeBob? That makes this whole section actually easier. Because I could just shoot them from here without having to go and platform around. SpongeBob, you fucking genius. Unless, okay, they do attract me. So, this just got a whole lot easier. But Christmas this year is wild, and, you know, it was a change that I was resistant to at first, but I think, you know, things are gonna be okay to have a new family members, a new stepbrother, a new stepmother. You know, things aren't gonna be the same as they used to be, but that's all right. I'll find peace in this new reality, as we all must, given the year of fucking COVID. But you know, COVID worked in my favor, and you know, as much hardship as COVID has caused, I think ultimately we were due for some kind of wake-up call like this. You know, we were due for something to come along and say, hey, shit's broke, we need to fix this. And for, like, not in a way that anyone could ignore. Like, it's loud and proud. The world is broken. We gotta fix it, or at least the country at the very least. You know, our beds are full, and half the the beds of the hospitals are full, and half the country is still saying, oh no, the virus isn't real, it's just the liberal media lying to you. Fucker, that doesn't make any sense, it's media. It's not a conglomerate. Well, it is. But only when they're in Sinclair Broadcast Group, which, just so happens to be most of the, Republican, no, actually, dude, media is fucked. But not in the way the Republicans are. It's like, oh, biased against us. No, it's biased for them. That's what it is. They're special interest groups. The media, they're not biased against you. They're biased in favor of themselves. That's the issue. They report whatever gets them clicks, and sometimes that's making you look like a little bitch baby because you're being a little bitch baby.
Oh, sparkly.
It's a mess right now. But worldwide, 2020 sucked. But for me, 2021 wasn't that bad. Gave me a lot of opportunities, and I think it's going to lead to a lot of change. It's going to ultimately be for the better. Not all of it. Some of it's going to sting for a while now, and it's going to be a bit rough, especially with that fucking dude. That fucking bill they passed. Like I've said a billion times, I don't really follow politics. I'm just not smart enough to engage with it, I feel. But this fucking, like, COVID bill that they just did boils my little blood. My thin little blood. It makes it go, ooh. The fact that to get $600 to people who need it, which, mind you, $600, not very much in stimulus terms. Like, $600 isn't enough to even buy groceries for a lot of people, especially if you have, like, a bigger family. $600 is just nothing. And the government's like, no, it's good. That's all you need. Like, how much could it possibly cost to live for a week? You know, live for, you know, several months. $600? That sounds about right. Like, bro, that doesn't even cover 1 month of rent. Yeah, you're mine. But to get that meager amount, the only part of this bill that was good for anyone we had to agree to, how much bullshit was in that bill? Like, fucking missiles and, like, something about Iran agreements and, like, so much stuff. And it was so visible. Everyone saw what they were doing, and everyone called them out for doing it, and they still did it anyway. Like, something's messed up, something's broke here. Like the fact that it's just so blatant at this point. They're not even trying to hide that they're corrupt as hell and acting in the interests of, like, lobbyists and corporations that give them the big monies, and to hell with the people that put them in office. They're not even trying to hide it. They're not even creative about it anymore. They're not even coming up with, they're not even, like, appropriating new vernacular to do it. They're just doing it and be like, yeah, this is what we're doing. Like, it's unbelievable, the timeline we're in. Like, Piranha Plant isn't smashed, Pluto's not a planet, goddamn Mitch McConnell destroyed everyone's lives. What a year. But I hope it gets better. It's the wake-up call we've been needing. As I said at the beginning of it, my friend Teresa, who might be on the show soon, was like, she was telling me, you know, back in January, like, hey, it looks like coronavirus is gonna get real bad. That's why, because she's a nurse, and so, like, everyone's like prepping her up and being like, hey, this is gonna get real bad, like, really, really bad. And so I said to her, I believe my words were, could this be the world-ending reboot that we've needed for a long time? That's always been my theory. Like, when push comes to shove, the bullshit that I always push is, the world is in need of a hard reset, like, real bad. Like, in the words of my man Bill Burr, 85% of you gotta go. I'm willing to be part of it. I'm willing to be part of the 85% who has to go. But, like, it's not so much that we're taking up too much resources. That's not where the issue comes in. The issue is there's too many people with too many preconceptions that it's just, it feels like it's impossible to overcome the thoughts that we already have. So the only way to do that is to demolish them. Tear it down, build a new one. Like you see an old swing set and you're like, that swing set keeps shouting out racial slurs on the news. Let's go ahead and give the old and you know, build a new swing set. It's simple, man. And I do believe I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Do I at least have enough to get to? To get to, I would need 4,500. I would need 9,500. So no, I don't even. All this time, I'm gonna be able to get 2 spatulas. It's a lot. I mean, this is a handy grinding point. This might as well just sit here until I have enough to get all of them. I'm not sure if there's a better grinding point. Maybe I should look that up. See if there's a better grinding spot. In fact, maybe I'll do that between episodes. Maybe it's about time we ended this episode. But I'm gonna go get the spatulas first. I don't want to have this long episode of getting socks and shiny objects and end it with, alright, I'll go get the payoff off screen. Like, no, we gotta go get the payoff, man. We gotta go get it. Gotta get it! Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm gonna do it now. 12. 12! Whoa! I just found 12 bricks. Shish! Damn. Okay, here we go. Let's go get our little spatulars. Let's get 2 from Mr. Kraz, we'll get all the ones from Patrick, and then off screen I'll grind so we can get the rest of fucking Patrick's. It won't take that long, like 30 minutes maybe. And if I'm not talking to you bitch babies, and it'll go faster because I can just put on a fucking podcast or something. I don't know, I might listen to Game Theory, the theoriest show on the internet. Or, you know what's a channel that seems like it wouldn't be very good, but is worth your time? Loxton and Noggin. I 100% adore the series they've been doing recently about, like, making a Fakemon region. Because there's, like, a basic-ass Poketuber, it would seem. But he's got a lot of good ideas and, like, fun video concepts. It's probably the most basic YouTube channel that I watch regularly, but that I get a lot of enjoyment out of. I love, like, his Fakemon series that he's doing, where, like, he's, you know, like, I'm gonna conceptualize an entire new region of Pokemon based around the Pacific Northwest. And it's actually kind of cool. He's got a lot of cool concepts, a lot of ghost types and steel types, which I feel like is a common issue in in that kind of, ooh, super ultra mega spatula seeker and 100% SpongeBob. Ooh, but I don't have 100%. I guess it's because I turned in all the socks. That's where I got that achievement from. Oh boy. So I gotta get math. If the pattern continues, I'm going to need... I think it doesn't. I think this one's 10,000. So I'll see you guys. For you, it'll be tomorrow. For me, it'll be also tomorrow, but I'll be tireder.